right, Ms. Priscilla Graham is here from the Freedmen's Town Preservation Coalition. We're going to let her talk about what has been going on and what are the upcoming activities for Freedmen's Town Preservation Coalition. Ms. Priscilla.
Well, thank you so much, Ms. Alice. Basically, what's been going on is that we've been working diligently to save the brick streets in Freedmen's Town. But I think the issue really is much stronger than that. It's about what is not being said about the brick streets. The brick streets is only a small part of the big picture and the plan that the city has for Freedmen's Town. Basically, Freedmen's Town in any community of color is not in the city plans. So we talk about being under attack in third, fourth, fifth.
Why don't you explain what you're talking about when you say not in the preservation plan areas?
Well, the city of Houston,
city's plan.
Yes, the city of Houston has a historical preservation plan. It's online. You can go online on the city's website and you can find it. And it has all the historical communities that the city have planned for in the future. And Freedmen's Town, places in 3rd Ward, 5th Ward, not just people of African American descendants, but Hispanic descendants or any type of minority community is pretty much not on that list. So that means that you're not being planned for. So there are small elements that's going on. People are not talking about, if you take the brick streets out, what that impact is going to be. The impact is much greater than just saving the brick streets. It's about the community. We have people living in those communities that have lived there all their lives. And if that's taken out with the plans that the city have, we're broadening the streets, changing the dynamics of the community. Those people become then homeless because the money that they'll receive for their property is so minimal that they become homeless.
Absolutely.
And there are more homeless people on the streets of the city of Houston than I've ever seen before in my life. And they might be pushing them out of the city, but they're pushing them out in the suburbs. They're out there and people are just homeless, and the city talks about its homeless policies and what they're doing, but why are so many families and people still homeless? I'm not just talking about individuals, we're talking about families that are out there on the streets as homeless.
Why do you think that is such a central issue now, Priscilla?
What, the homeless? Or
the impact of the city policies as it relates to the brick streets. Why is that such an important issue right now?
I believe that it's an important issue because in our society, if you're a person that's poor, you have no voice. So if you have no voice, you don't exist. That's why we have to have people that's out there that has a voice for the people that have no voice. Some people don't even have the capacity or the capability of having a voice. And so we have to be a voice for those people. Sometimes things happen because people don't have the experience or they're unaware. They think it's the right thing to do. And when we have politicians, people trust politicians to have their best interests at heart. But to be a good politician, you have to have everyone's best interest at heart. And you have to be engaged. You can't go down to city council and you're a citizen of this city and have the council members sit up there disengaged with what you have to say. It doesn't matter if they agree or disagree with what you have. You have a voice and you have a right to be heard as a citizen of this city.
Well,